So I'm Ben Luqmani and I'm a chemical engineer. I'm in my first year of an Engineering Doctorate at Cranfield University under the STREAM programme. Before that, I worked for several years as a chemical engineer in the manufacturing industry, where I worked towards being chartered as a chemical engineer, and then I decided to switch into research. So my project is about developing a new membrane technology to produce sustainable natural gas from wastewater at wastewater treatment plants. So that's important because sustainable natural gas could be a key future fuel which is low carbon, which will help us move away from fossil fuels. The fact that we're actually generating it from waste is also directly supporting the idea of a circular economy, which we should all be moving towards. So all the IDCs offered engineering doctorates, and I was keen on doing an engineering doctorate because it's got a really strong emphasis on the practical application of the research. And I knew that I'd be able to maintain strong links with industry throughout my project, which was important to me. So I found the water and the wastewater sectors really interesting. Firstly, because they're everywhere, all over the globe, but also they have really big sites which process a huge amount of water and waste. And so they have a huge potential for any new green technologies to have a massive impact in that sector. So far we've come all as a cohort of 8 of us for 2 transferable skills weeks. So mostly they've been focused on presentation skills and making an impact on your research. So it's a lot of soft skills which are sometimes overlooked, especially when we get more technical, but I think they've been really important and a really good chance to get to know everyone else on the cohort as well. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to attending my first annual challenge week. It seems like a really good opportunity to meet all my peers from different cohorts, so I meet a load of researchers working in the same area, not only to hear about what they're doing, but also to get to know them. I think there's a big social aspect as well, so it's nice to feel you're part of a community. We're all going a bit of sport, food and drink, and get to know each other that way, so looking forward to it. So coming from industry, I thought there'd be a lot of differences, particularly on the pace of research. I just assumed that the pace of academic projects would be quite slow, but that was totally wrong actually, because I found that in quite a short space of time, I've got really stuck into my project, I've been able to learn a huge amount, and it's already been really challenging, so that's great. Yeah, so one aspect is that although I've got 3 sponsors and a lot of different stakeholders, I still feel like I've got a lot of autonomy with the project, which is great. So it's very self-driven and I have a lot of freedom to manage my own time. So it's a really good opportunity to be managing a full-scale project like this. So particularly if you're coming out of industry like me, I would recommend actually warming up by reading a few scientific papers on anything you're interested in. It doesn't have to be anything to do with your subject area. So I realised that once I got here, and I found myself reading a few papers about things like the science of sleep or evolution, which had nothing to do with my project, but that really warmed me up to the scientific language and the way people talk in it. So that was helpful for me.